Welcome back everybody, how are we doing? I'm sorry it's been a while, I've been a busy man as you can imagine. And I'm going to go into this now. I'm getting really frustrated. Today we're going to be talking about Apple Music, Spotify and YouTube Music in particular. I'm not going to talk about the other ones because if you watch my other videos you'll see that I don't think they even come into this race. These for me are the big top players. I know Deezer is really trying to push things. I don't even know what's going on with the other one. You just watch my video, I'll link it below. But for me, these are the free ones. Now, what I want to talk to you today is the interfaces and recommendations on what's changing and how it's working, because there has been some changes since my last video. So let's get into this and allow me to explain. Okay, so I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm going to get straight into this. Now for me, I have all three. Now why do I have all three? If you watch my previous videos, you'll know the frustrations that I have with these music streaming apps. Now because I have EE and I've got my kids on EE, I'm on EE, family's on EE, I get these special, what they call smart packages things. So one of the things I get is Apple Music, so I get it for free. So I have Apple Music for free. Why do I have Spotify? Well, funny enough, my children are on Spotify, family's on Spotify, friends are on Spotify, so I have Spotify. And I find that Spotify is easy to make recommended playlists. Why do I have YouTube Music? I have YouTube Music and YouTube Premium because I don't like watching adverts on the TV when I'm watching YouTube, and I watch a lot of YouTube. So I have these free music streaming apps, but I do use them. I am now starting to use all three, and my frustrations of using all three are this. Apple Music. So Apple Music, for me, recommendations. Okay, so let's start with recommendations. And the reason I like the reason I'm going for recommendations, because you've got your playlists, okay? You create your playlists in all three of these. Obviously, it's really easy to create a playlist in Spotify. It's really easy to create a playlist in YouTube Music. Not so easy to create a playlist in Apple Music. The way that you have to do it in Apple Music is you go off and search, I don't know, if maybe you're doing an 80s album, you search your 80s album and then you'll create your playlist, give it a description, make it public or private, whatever you want to do, and then you'll pick your favourite songs from that playlist and look at other playlists in the 80s and add those songs to it as well. Whereas with Spotify you can create an 80s playlist, and this applies to YouTube Music as well. You create an 80s playlist, and already at the bottom there's recommendations for 80s music, as it is with YouTube Music. It makes it very easy. So they have their different ways of doing it. I wish Apple had that feature, but I do find that after a while with the playlists, no matter how many you have, you do get a little bit tiresome of it, and you want to just see what the big boys are. You know, what are they giving me? What you know, I want to know. I want to listen to something that I don't know really what's coming next, even if I'm shuffling. I think that makes sense. I don't know if you have that same sort of issue. And I'm finding with recommendations, now please hit me up in the comments, Spotify has lost the plot. Spotify is just not recommending stuff that I don't know if it's a mood thing, I don't know if I'm just not feeling it. I'm not getting, you know, I go up and it says mixes that are made for you, whatever it might be, and I click on it and I'm like, no, I don't like that. No, I don't like. And I'm finding myself constantly having to click the three dots and saying, I don't like that, I don't like that. On some of the others, I can't even do that. I can't even dislike a track on Spotify. It's just really, really pants. Apple, they do a much better job. I do get to, like the station, like your station that they create, was really good. I didn't have any really songs that I wanted to skip or dislike. I do like the fact that I can dislike in Apple, and it tells Apple's algorithms, hey, Steve didn't like this track, let's not recommend anything very like that again, let's focus on the stuff that he likes. And it's pretty good. However, YouTube Music, what the is going on? Man, nailing it. So they give you this. Let's just go to the screen. Okay, so YouTube Music. Okay, so let's have a look at the screen here. Right, so I'm on the desktop. I'll show you the mobile app in a sec. it's a bit. So this is like the app that you. So it's like the app within a browser. So it doesn't actually give you an app. However, obviously it does allow you to cast and do all these things, as you've probably seen from my other videos. I'm probably on a different network to my main network, so you can't see all my speakers. However, it's a bit. There's a little bit of space either side here. Have they utilised it very well? I don't know. Maybe. It's, you know, it does the job. They've got the Explore, then that gives you a little bit more releases, charts, moods and everything else, and the library, which is where you have your playlists and everything else. Of course, it's all really good. You've got your playlist there, and of course then you've got search. Now, what I do love most about YouTube Music is don't pay adverts when you watch YouTube, and secondly, you can switch to the video. So if I'm watching something like this, or I'm watching it on my TV, because you can watch YouTube Music anywhere as long as you've got the YouTube app, right? So it's a little bit different within the YouTube app. There's some things that you can't get. I noticed there was some of my playlists missing on the YouTube app on the TV. Don't know what that's all about, but in theory, you can watch the video as well as listen to the music. But the mixed for you section that we have here, honestly, it's just brilliant. They recommend, and I love, look, it's just simple. Thumbs up, thumbs down. If I click on the play, let's just go for the Pretenders here. Don't want to play too much. I can do thumbs down, I can do thumbs up. I can also click on this, I can start a radio. I can also add to a playlist, can remove from queue, go to artist, and there's stats for nerds. I can connect, you can also do it up. The lyrics still needs to be done, YouTube Music. The lyrics suck. I know they're there, but can't you make it very spotty? I like the way Spotify have done it with all the colours. Apple's got a very good way of doing it, although it's very bland. However, the recommendations that are coming from YouTube Music for me, and not just one, for example, let me just go back, look, because it's like a browser that you've got to click back, and there we go back. All the different types of mixes, and there's more, we can click on more. The mixes that it gives me, it's and finding it very rare, like if I'm sitting working, I want this on in the background, very rare am I finding that I have to change or skip tracks. They are recommended. Now, I don't know if it's because I'm doing the thumbs up and I'm really paying attention, but also on the app as well, you can also go in and tell YouTube Music what you want. It just seems to really do the trick. And of course, it's the same with the YouTube app here. And I'll show you on screen just as I'm looking now. It's, you know, it's a nice app. It's clean. You can go into the large screen, you can cast, it's got all the things that you need. I like the fact that you can switch to video. If you're watching the video, it shows you the video. It's nice, and if I click on there and go to, where are we, settings, for example, there we have, where is that thing, where is it, recommendations. We click on that, and you can improve your recommendations, and it gives you all of these things that you can just click on. If you like the Beatles, click on the Beatles. Then it recommends more from those Beatles, like George Harrison. If you want ABBA, it click on more and shows you ABBA. So what I like about that is that it does that, and then it learns more about you. Let's face it, Google algorithms and AI technology, get off Office HomePod, is probably really good. And the fact that you've got commute, focus, they're really doing some amazing things. The lyrics needs to be changed up a little bit. Is it a big deal breaker? No, it's not. However, I'd like the fact that the way that they do YouTube Music, if you want a more in-depth look and feel, you know, go and watch my YouTube video, which I'll link in the description below. But it's come a long way, and I like it. It's easy to download, it's easy to make recommendations, it's easy to do the thumbs up and thumbs down, and taking it off, and you can move to music and the song itself and the video. There is a slight sound difference if you use the video to there is music, but I like it, it does the job. Now Spotify, on the other hand, their desktop app is a little bit more intense. So there's a little bit more to it. There's a little bit more to see. And of course, as we know, Spotify also have podcasts. If you're into podcasts, it's great. I haven't really watched too much podcasts. I don't know, maybe it's your thing. But anyway, let's have a look at the same. Here we can see that there's a lot more stuff going on here. We've got home, search, your library, blah, 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 blah. All my playlists. And also I like to find my friends' activities, all really good. And of course I can click up here and go to profile, private settings, Again, when we do and we connect to speakers, obviously I'm on a different Wi-Fi, so I can't see them all. However, it still doesn't allow you on the desktop app to connect to your HomePods. It'll only allow you to connect to your Google speakers or your Amazon Echo. Now, also another factor to put in there, if you have YouTube Music and you have an Amazon Echo, you can only connect via Bluetooth. You can't stream to it because there's just, I don't know what this battle is going on between them. However, I do believe that is being resolved, so watch this space. However, Spotify will connect to anything. It will connect to absolutely anything, and Spotify Connect is very good. Now, as we're talking about recommendations in this particular video, when I click on home, I've got Discover Something New. So that's my Discover Weekly. So when I click on this, it will give me a whole load of stuff, and it's all right. It's okay. You know, I find myself if I click on it very quickly. Good song, I like that song. But you see this here, this little button here. If I click on that button, that will, let me try and find one that I don't really want, right? The one and only Chesney Hawkes. No. So let me just pause that. So when I click on this button, got it, and it just don't want to be demonetized. It says, thank you for letting us know, we won't do that next time. However, if we go to home again and go to Discover Something New, let's go to your top mixes. I don't know if there's one more of what you like. Jump back in. There's a whole made for me, so these are my mixes, okay? So let's go to my daily mix one. Oh no, let me just play it and stop. I don't have an option. Now, hit me up in the comments, guys, if you know of something different. I don't have an option apart from these three dots here to say removed from your liked songs. Now, let me find one that I can, Angels Robbie Wood. Let's take that off, right? Let's just take that off. Remove from your liked songs. Just says remove from your liked songs. Doesn't say that it's going to let Spotify know that I don't like that song. So I don't know. Hit me up in the comments if that does something. I don't know. But even though that I've removed that, you know, from my playlist, it's still showing there. I don't know. But I did find that it just, you know, the navigation and the interface of this is much better. And my God, I love the lyrics, the different coloured lyrics. You know, it's really, really good. I mean, if we go back to there and just pick a particular song, let's click on play, stop, and then go to, it's a nice bright red. There's different coloured lyrics, and also now you have a clickable. So if I click on that bit, it's doing what Apple does in its lyric system. So that's really good. So they're upgrading and they're doing well. However, I just found for me, and this is my opinion, please hit me up in the comments if you found different, that the recommended playlists, I found myself to be either trying to remove or skipping tracks. They weren't really nailing the different mood genres that they'd set for me and the type of music in that mood genre that I want to listen to. Now, I've had Spotify a lot longer than I've had YouTube Music, and YouTube Music are absolutely nailing this. So that is the desktop, and that is my feelings on recommendations for Spotify. Let's have a look at Apple. Okay, so let's have a look at the Apple interface and what Apple's doing. Okay, now I don't need to go into the mobile apps for Spotify and Apple. If you want to see that, there's other videos below. I only briefly done it on YouTube Music because they had updated the interface ever so slightly and done some really cool things. There's not much changed on the other two. Now, this is Apple. Okay, so straight away it will take me into what I last know. Now, what I love about Apple Music, now this is on the desktop. If I go to preferences here, and we've got some bits there, but if we go to playback, of course we have an sound enhancer. Now what that does, it takes the sound, especially if you've got HomePods or you're listening through your AirPods, it enhances that sound. Now I've had it higher and I've had it lower. That seems to be about the best setting. Some people like to switch that off, depends, because it can play a little bit of a trick. If you're an audiophile, you've probably got that switched off. However, of course you've got your lossless audio, ADAT and high quality, and Dolby Atmos always on, and of course you've always got the spatial surround, which is honestly for me, and I'll tell you this, and there's a little story, I want to go into this. So I go to the gym, I do quite regular workouts. I normally use Spotify for the gym. However, I made a really good workout playlist for Apple. It's on the public if you want to check it out. And oh my God, Oh my God. So I do the workout and I love hearing my music. I love hearing my music when I'm working out. It keeps me focused, and you know, no one wants to work out, right? So when I put the Apple Music on, the sound coming from my AirPods Pro, and I switched back to Spotify, my God, I wanted to say that there was no difference. But the immersive of sound just really got me in the zone. The sound quality of the Dolby Atmos, the spatial surround, the lossless. I mean, obviously you can't get the lossless through the AirPods at the moment, but the spatial surround, the sound quality that came through was mind-blowing. Apple, and they're not even charging extra for this, guys. And if you wanted to take an extra subscription, like if you want to do a yearly subscription, I think it's something like £99, $99, €99. And I think you get so much off if you do an annual subscription. It's like crazy. And they're giving you this sound quality. However, the interface, it looks like this. It's, you know, it's got a light mode and it's got a dark mode, while as opposed to Spotify, it just has dark mode, same as YouTube. And there's all your playlists there. Now, like I said, if you want to make a playlist, if I click on one of my playlists there, like I've got an 80s mixtape, I go to the bottom, there's nothing there. There's nothing there to say a recommendation like you would get with another one. If I go to another playlist, you know, sometimes it even gives you a little bit of who's in that playlist. I think that does that on the app itself. But that's it. If you want to get to a playlist, you want to do an 80s song, like I said, you click on 80s, do a search for it, and voila. And then you would pick any of these amazing albums that they got, and then you would just pick the songs that you want and add them to your playlist. Another thing that I'd say about YouTube Music is when you create your playlist, like I can here on Spotify and on Apple Music, and we edit this, I can change the cover. I can design my own cover. I can use Canva or something, or swipe something from the web. I can use my own album cover to really personalise it and make it public for others to listen to, which you can't do yet on YouTube Music. They just give you the whole group of people and artists within the song that makes the cover. Is that a big deal? No, not really. It's okay, let's go to the list now. This is what we're up to. Now, I love the fact that they've got all this like movement and things like that. However, so top picks, where is my... There we go, so they're made for you. Now, Apple... Now, Spotify have quite a big range, and YouTube have quite a big range. Apple give you your friends mix, your favourite mix, your get up mix, your chill mix, and your new music mix, and then there's this station for you. Now, if I click on this station for you, I can't go in to see what the music is. If I click on this, it will go in and show me what the music is. I can click over here and switch to lyrics. So if I was to click on this, and it shows me the people on there now as well, I've noticed. So if I click on that, it will come through my HomePods. And there's the up there is opposed to down there to control it. And again, you can click on the lyric and it will take you to that part of the song.
And I just wonder what it's...
Okay, so, and it does a fairly decent job of recommending the music I like. It's up there. So for me, music recommendations right now is Apple and YouTube Music. Now, Spotify, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if they've changed too much or the whole program's become too intense. I don't know. They're not recommending the music that I like. Well, they are, that's wrong. They are recommending music I like, but I find myself skipping more tracks than I listen to in Spotify than I do within Apple Music or within YouTube Music. And the only downside is Apple will only connect to the bloody HomePods. I can't connect, you know, if I come up here and click on my little button there, I've got HomePods, living room HomePods, and my two stereo HomePod minis here. I can't connect to anything else. Whereas with YouTube Music, I can obviously connect to all the YouTube speakers that I have. I can put it all around the house because I have quite a few YouTube Google Nest speakers. And obviously with Spotify, you can connect to anything. So take that as you will. So that's the problem. The swings and roundabouts. I like the interface of Apple to a degree. The mobile app's okay. It could be better. I find these all a little bit, you know, I mean, I can make that a bit bigger, but what's the point? It's just dead space. And then you've got the browse function and you have the radio function. The radio is quite good. They're very big on their radio. And of course, if you want podcasts, you have to go to a separate app. So where am I at? you can see my frustrations, right? Please, guys, hit me up in the comments and tell me if you feel the pain that I hear. Right? So, I don't know if you've got that. And the cost of living crisis is going up. I don't want to be paying for 2 apps, or I get Apple free. I don't want to be paying for 3 apps. However, the clincher for me on YouTube Music is the fact that there's no ads on watching YouTube. I love that. And the moment I take that off, my God, I'm like, oh my God, the advert. You know, halfway through watching an advert, you've got to keep picking up the remote to skip the advert. And not having that just by having premium, but getting that music as well, is a clincher for me. Spotify, obviously I've got friends and family on it, and I have a family plan on Spotify. And I wished I could convince the children to come over to YouTube Music and do the family plan within that, because we get everything, you know, we get the whole shebang, but the kids, they're all on Spotify, and you know, you want to educate them that, you know, that's the frustration. Apple is just Apple. I've got that free of charge, and if you want it, you know, annually. But for me, the clincher on Apple is that sound quality, the sound, the immense sound. I only use that now for the gym, plus I can just play it through the Apple Watch. The sound quality is just mind-bogglingly good. Another question that I've tried to find out is, was YouTube Music and Google going to do anything with the sound quality? Because I read a rumour that they're not going to go for lossless audio or any of that kind of stuff. However, a couple of weeks ago, someone that I spoke to on the inside said to me that they are going to be bringing out spatial, or their version of spatial audio, and they're going to update some of their stuff to bring a much richer, fuller sound. And I think they've done that with these new Google Pixel Buds Pro. I think MKBHD literally just did a video and said how good they are. They're still, you know, are they Apple Pro quality? Don't know, I've not got them myself. But apparently spatial audio they can handle, so I'm guessing that what they're going to do is the next release of the phone and the watch, they're bringing out the ecosystem to rival Apple. I guess watch this space. So that's my frustrations. I don't know, please guys, I'd love to hear your views on this, and if you suffer these frustrations that I suffer. And has Spotify, are you finding Spotify's recommending, like you can sit there and listen to the whole recommended playlist without skipping tracks, like I can at the moment with YouTube Music, but I can't say that about Spotify. I skip the odd 1 or 2 in Apple, but Spotify I find, oh my God, what's this? I don't want to listen to this. Why have you given me this? That's my frustration. Hit me up in the comments. As always, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure you hit that subscribe to let the YouTube algorithms, YouTube, oh my God, they're going to conquer the world, right? Google is conquering the world. Let the YouTube algorithms know that you enjoyed this video. Hit the like. I'm aiming for more than 5 likes. Who knows? I know I suck at review, guys, but I'll try and give you my honest opinion on this stuff so you can make better judgments for yourself. Enjoy. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for even watching this video. If you got to the end, make sure you give that thumbs up, subscribe, and all the lovely things, and I shall see you in the next one. Take care.